I'm standing in our bedroom holding her phone, not because I went looking, that's the thing. I didn't go looking. And I'm reading a message that says, "Can't wait to taste you again." And there's this moment where I actually laugh. Like I literally laughed out loud because it's so fucking cliche, you know? And then I hear her car in the driveway, and I realize I have maybe 30 seconds to decide who I'm going to be when she walks through that door. 30 seconds to choose between the man who pretends he didn't see it or the man who burns everything down. And I'm still holding her phone, still standing there, still deciding. I need to rewind because, okay, so the thing you need to understand is that I noticed the distance first, not the phone stuff, not any of that, just distance. We'd been together 7 years, married for 4, and somewhere around month 3 of this year, she started doing this thing where she'd come home and immediately go upstairs, not to change clothes or anything specific, just upstairs, away. I remember asking her one night, "Everything okay?" And she looked at me like I'd accused her of something. Why wouldn't it be? That tone, that immediate defensiveness that makes you feel crazy for even asking. So I backed off because that's what you do, right? You give space, you trust. But then it was the gym. Suddenly she's at the gym 5 days a week when before it was maybe twice. And look, I'm not one of those guys who gets insecure about that stuff. But when she started buying new workout clothes and actually caring about which ones, I noticed. Of course I noticed. "You training for something?" I asked once. "Just trying to feel better about myself," she said. And the way she said it made me feel like an asshole for even bringing it up. Like I was the one making her feel bad about herself when really I was just asking. That's how it started, with me apologizing for things I didn't do. The phone thing happened by accident, I swear. She left it on the kitchen counter one Saturday morning. She was in the shower and it buzzed, just sitting there, buzzing. And normally I wouldn't even look. But the screen lit up and I saw the name Morgan with a heart emoji. And I thought, okay, Morgan from work? Since when do they use heart emojis? I picked it up, didn't unlock it or anything, just picked it up and it buzzed again. Thinking about Thursday night. That's all it said. Thursday night. Except Thursday night, she told me she was having dinner with her sister. Said her sister was going through something and needed to talk. I even remember because I'd wanted to come with her, and she got weird about it. Said it was a sister thing, that her sister specifically asked for just her. So I'm standing there holding this phone, and my brain is doing gymnastics trying to make this make sense, right? Maybe Morgan is, but no, wait, her sister's name is Angela. Maybe Morgan is, the shower turned off upstairs, and I put the phone down, just put it right back where it was. Because I'm thinking, maybe I misread it, maybe I'm being paranoid, maybe there's an explanation. So I waited, made coffee, acted normal. When she came down, I said, "Your phone buzzed earlier." "Okay?" She didn't even look at it, just grabbed her coffee and sat down scrolling through something on her laptop. "Someone named Morgan," I said, and she looked up at me then, just for a second. This flash of something in her eyes before she smiled and said, "Oh, that's just someone from my gym class." Like it was nothing, like it explained everything. Except it didn't explain the heart emoji. It didn't explain thinking about Thursday night, but I nodded. I fucking nodded and drank my coffee and let it go. Because what else was I supposed to do? Accuse her based on 2 text messages? Start a fight over nothing? So I watched instead, started paying attention, and once you start looking, you see everything. You know, the way she angled her phone away from me when she was texting, the way she'd check it constantly and then put it face down, how she started taking calls in the other room, casual like, "I'll just grab this." And then I'd hear her voice through the wall, quieter, softer than how she talked to me. One night I came home early from work, client meeting got canceled, and she was on the couch talking on her phone, and when I walked in, she jumped. Actually jumped, and then laughed it off like I'd startled her. "Who was that?" I asked after she hung up. "My mom," she said. Didn't even hesitate. How's she doing? Fine, same as always. And then she got up and went to start dinner, like the conversation was over. But here's the thing. Her mom called the house phone that same night, our landline that we barely use. And when I answered, her mom said, "Oh, I was hoping to catch Sarah. We haven't talked in a few days." A few days. I just stood there holding the phone after we hung up, and Sarah was in the kitchen humming to herself, and I realized I didn't even recognize the woman I married anymore. Or maybe I never really knew her at all. I didn't confront her about the mom thing. I know, I know, but I kept thinking maybe I misheard. Maybe her mom forgot they talked. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Because the alternative was that my wife was lying to my face, and I'd have to do something about it, and I wasn't. I wasn't ready. But then it all came crashing down 2 weeks later. I was looking for my laptop charger, and hers was on the desk, so I figured I'd borrow it, and her laptop was open. Asleep, but open. I touched the trackpad to wake it up, just to make sure it wasn't mine. Stupid reason, I know. And there it was. Messages app, right there on the screen. Not Morgan, someone named Jay with no profile picture. And I scrolled. God help me, I scrolled. Months of messages, explicit messages, plans to meet up. Her telling this person things she never told me, vulnerable things, intimate things. There was a message from her that said, "He doesn't even notice me anymore." And I'm reading this thinking, what? I notice you. I ask you about your day. I try to. And then another one. Being with you makes me remember what it feels like to be wanted. That one. That one broke something in me. Because I wanted her. I'd always wanted her. But apparently wanting someone isn't enough if they've already decided you don't. I heard her car pull up, earlier than expected, and that's when I grabbed her phone from the nightstand. Needed to see if the messages matched. Needed proof I wasn't crazy, and that's when I saw it. "Can't wait to taste you again," from Jay, sent 20 minutes ago. She walked in smiling, actually smiling, keys jingling, bags in her hands. "Hey, babe, I picked up Thai food for dinner." And I'm just standing there in the bedroom doorway, holding her phone, and she sees me, and the smile dies. "What are you doing with my phone?" Not "what's wrong" or "are you okay?" Just immediately defensive, immediately angry, like I'm the one who did something wrong. "Who's Jay?" I asked. My voice sounded calm. Too calm, like I was underwater. "What?" She set the bags down. "Why are you going through my phone? Who is Jay? That's, you have no right to go through my personal things. That's a violation of, you're fucking someone." I don't even know where the words came from. Just came out. Flat, factual. And she laughed. She actually laughed. "Oh my God, are you serious right now? You go through my phone like some psycho, and now you're accusing me of—" "I read the messages, Sarah. On your laptop, too. Months of them." The laugh died. Her face went pale and then red. And then she said, and I'll never forget this. She said, "You violated my privacy. You're the one who should be apologizing." I actually took a step back. Like the audacity of it physically pushed me. And she saw that as weakness because she kept going. "I've been unhappy for months and you never even noticed. You never ask how I'm feeling. You never—" "So that makes it okay?" My voice cracked. "That makes cheating on me okay?" "I'm not. We're just friends. He listens to me. That's all. Just friends." I read her the message. The "taste you again" one. Out loud. Standing there in our bedroom, reading my wife's sex to another man, and she had the nerve to roll her eyes. It's not what it sounds like. He's just flirty. That's how he is. How he is. How long have you known him? She didn't answer. Looked away. And that's when I saw it. This flicker of something that might have been guilt or might have been annoyance that she got caught. Hard to tell the difference anymore. "I want you to leave," I said. "This is my house, too." Then I'll leave. And I started packing a bag and she just watched me. And then suddenly she was crying. Actual tears. Please don't do this. We can work through this. It didn't mean anything. I made a mistake. But her phone buzzed in my hand. Another message from Jay. Where are you? I showed it to her. She grabbed for it and I pulled back and something in me just broke, maybe? Or clicked into place. I threw her phone on the bed and walked out. Drove to a motel, sat on the scratchy bedspread at 2 in the morning, wondering how I got here. She's been calling, texting, says I'm overreacting, that I'm throwing away 7 years over nothing. Maybe she's right. Maybe I am crazy. But I keep thinking about that message. He doesn't even notice me anymore. And wondering if I actually didn't notice or if she just needed an excuse. Still don't know. Don't know anything anymore except that I can't go back to that house and pretend this didn't happen. Can't unknow what I know. So yeah, that's where I'm at.